Well, that's the last time you'll ever hear that. We're cutting the intro. We hear you in the comments. We also have the lovers. We have the haters, but we've decided that we're going to do something different.
It's a polarizing intro, isn't it?
What are we going to do?
Intro.
We're going to do a different live intro every week.
Or maybe we just won't have one.
No. Peter's actually said he's going to do the new intro.
I did say that, actually.
By turning me down, let's hear the first live intro, Peter.
All right. You guys have to come in when your part comes in.
Okay, yep.
What?
How do we know? Just go.
Jordan
here.
Zack as well.
Jackson also here.
We're the underdogs.
Zack's
We're
also
the
here.
underdog. We're the underdogs.
We're all kind of here.
Ooh.
None of us are queer.
What?
We're all straight.
I mean, that's technically true,
I
but I
guess.
don't think it's our brand.
Dude, it's
Yeah, it's
June.
That should be
We're
Underdogs
the-
podcast.
That kind of limits us, like straight from the intro. That's probably
We're the
not a good idea, is
The
it?
straightest, whitest male podcast on the internet. There's a lot of them.
There's
but
probably a
we're-
lot of competition for us.
Do you reckon we're the first group of 4 straight white cis males to get together and say, I think people on the internet want to know my opinion?
Yeah, make a
I think
podcast.
it's never been done before.
I think that's us.
That's sarcasm, guys. We're self-aware to some degree.
We get it. We're different.
Anyway, let's do something that doesn't make us like every other podcast. You guys hear about Squid Game 2?
I did see that on Twitter.
So it's
Yeah,
announced.
the trailer for Squid Game 2, which I don't really know what they're going to do because after Squid Game 1, I don't think Peter's seen it, but have you seen it?
I watched the first 4 episodes and just thought it was kind of boring. So I left
What? So at the end, the guy's like,
I might watch it.
It's good.
all right,
I can't
but you know
believe-
the premise, right?
Did you watch it? Anyway, so at the end.
Whoops.
Jackson, you're crazy. Didn't you want to know? Like, why is it happening?
Oh, it's so boring, man.
Really?
I find like
I've been to
highly tense stuff a bit like over the top sometimes.
Because you're chilling too much?
I don't know what it is. I'm just like, oh,
If it's
alright.
always tense, it loses effect.
Yeah, it's just like, all right, I'm sick of this now. For me, at least.
So
Anyway.
if you don't know, Peter, it's basically they go through like 6 children's games, but when you lose the children's game...
Oh, yeah, I know this.
You
Yeah, you
die.
die.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, what are the children's games that are going to be in season 2?
Pass the parcel, but pass the bomb or something.
That's pretty good. You just unwrap a layer and it's a pipe bomb underneath.
That is
Every
rough.
third layer, it's just like... tick, tick, tick.
Yeah, I was just thinking chasey, but with like a samurai sword.
No, that's pretty good.
No,
mean,
wait,
it's-
but when you get them, how does... No, that
You
wouldn't
guys ever do
work.
Kiss Chasey? That's
Yes, I
cool.
do.
Maybe you
Chasey?
could put some like
Kiss Chasey.
poison on your lips.
Oh, COVID chasey.
Oh, that's good.
Damn.
Topical.
I don't think they'd tackle that one in season 2 of Squid Game.
We have 3 people with COVID here.
God.
Oh my
no,
god.
that's awful.
Do you reckon in season 2 they'll finally find the squid?
Yeah, they didn't find him when I watched. Did they find him?
Yeah. When does the squid rock up?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why is it called
Maybe
Squid Game?
they got to keep it going for like another 10 seasons because it's done well. Next season's going to have like a laugh track whenever someone dies. They got to keep it going somehow.
Goes the way of Big Bang Theory. Just gets drawn out with laugh tracks.
It was called Squid Game because that game they played at the start was called Squid Game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
It's
what,
like it's a
Oh, is that
game
called Squid Game?
in maybe it makes more sense in Korean.
Yeah, sounds like a
native
translation thing,
language.
doesn't it?
yeah.
But
Translation, sorry.
It is a game that looks like a squid, and at the very end, they do play it.
Wait, didn't you
That's a
see on
spoiler
Twitter the Netflix people are actually getting 450
Yeah,
people
yeah.
for something?
Are they actually killing them?
I
think
wonder.
so.
What?
Netflix
They-
is still not profitable. They got to do something.
What do you mean
see
they're
how
getting
many rich
450
people?
people?
Like they're asking, we need 450 people to be part of challenges.
You know,
You're
instead
like
of just
extras,
having,
right?
well, no, instead of having like, 20 actors and then imaginary 400 people die off screen,
Oh,
Maybe
actually
Squid
going to have
Game 2.
scenes with 500 or 450 people.
that's cool.
Maybe it's a documentary Squid Game too. They
Shit.
actually get people. I saw Mr. Beast being like, please get me along. He would be
Yeah, that'd be
fiending.
rude if they did.
That's funny.
honestly
Okay,
like.
what children's games could you put a deadly twist on?
Okay.
Ooh, I've got
was-
one.
Oh, you go first.
Pin the tail on the other person, except you're doing a sword. So you're like blindfolded and you just got to spear someone. And if you don't do
Oh.
it, that you die.
That's a good one.
Yeah, maybe if you stab them, you
rough.
live. But also, if you miss, you just walk into a sword yourself. You're like
Yeah.
blind jousting. You both have a sword.
Yeah.
Pin the sword on each other, and you just walk forward holding it out.
You could just do jousting, right? People
Yeah.
die doing that.
Fencing.
It's not really a children's
No,
game.
jousting is
though.
on a horse. It's not the same as fencing.
Oh, that's yeah.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
right.
jousting is not a children's
Isn't
game.
the point of the games is like that you're versing yourself kind of thing? Either you'll get there or you won't. Oh,
So,
maybe
some
what
of them
I
you're
watched.
versing other,
Oh, are you
other
okay?
people.
Yeah.
I didn't get that far.
So
You
can
know which
mix
one
it
I
up.
was thinking of? Now, this might be an Australian special, but did you guys ever play Barcode?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
dude.
do you know about it?
Barcode. What
Hell
So
a
you get like a
classic.
juice box or something, and you throw it, and then if the barcode lands face up, everyone punches you? Is
Yes.
that
Yes.
what-
You
okay.
take turns throwing it, and if it goes,
Oh,
you
yours
get like
was throwing?
What did you do?
We
Kick it?
So it's on the floor and you kick it, but if you kick it into someone else and then it lands down, then it's you punch them.
Oh, that's really
Oh,
funny.
ours was a circle and you're slapping it. It's like volleyball.
Oh,
you just keep
keepy-ups.
tap it. Yeah, everyone's in a massive circle and tap, tap, tap. If you miss it and it's barcode up, you get punched.
If you're the one that misses it, not if you're the one that hit it.
Yeah, they hit it to you, you go for it, you screw it up.
So the juice
So
box
you could-
lands barcode up, and you just get shot immediately.
Could you like volleyball spike it at someone?
I think then I'd put it on you. Like, it's kind of obvious. You know, it's a bit of a...
Spirit of the game.
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
It's a bit of an umpire yourself kind of game.
Oh no, it was a
might
bit of
be
a
in a s-
free for all at our school. It was dangerous.
Oh yeah, when I went to Mandurah, they fiended
Yeah,
that
yeah,
game.
yeah.
People died. Like I think I've said this before, but I remember it like landing down, and then some kids just like, oh dear, because we were playing it with about 30 people, and they did not hold back. And then the rest of recess, you're just watching like him run, and then a bunch of people run. Like he just ran for the rest of recess.
And just the
this-
Benny Hill theme playing as they're running across.
That's
like,
exactly the vibe it was.
on loop.
Because once that started, everyone who didn't start chasing just was like, okay, I guess that's it. Sat
Yeah.
down, start eating, and then you just look over, like, there they are.
It's like a show.
Yeah, eventually they got him in the corner, and it was...
That was it.
Did you guys ever have like fight at high school, and then like there'd be a horde of people running around being like, there's a fight in the quad or something, or like there's a
Yes,
fight
for
outside
sure.
like the canteen, and then nothing even happened. There was just like a
never
horde.
fight. Never a fight.
There was
were
never
fights
actually a
every
fight.
time for...
Your school went hard.
Wait, was it not fight?
No,
A lot of
be-
the time it fizzled real bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, amping everyone. Oh, come on, Timmy's gonna fight him. He's gonna fight him. And then
Oh.
you get there and it's like, oh, come on, everyone.
Oh,
Or like
ours was a
someone.
fight every time. I remember
no.
one, they're just swinging at each other like... But people didn't know how to fight, obviously.
Yeah.
It's like grade 9, grade
Yeah.
10. And they're just like arms straight, like going around
Yeah.
in circles.
It's
Eventually
like
you get hit.
Lisa Simpson, like, I'm
Yeah.
going to keep doing this. Windmill arms.
I remember a fight between two people, and it was exactly that until one person got hit and then he broke his jaw, which is so yeah.
Okay, effective strategies.
Fighting is pretty,
This straight arm. I might pick this up for all my fights.
Swing arm. All right, I'm writing that down.
That's good life.
What
advice.
about hopscotch? How can you put a deadly twist on hopscotch?
Just to make one like an abyss, like a trapdoor, and you got to
They
skip
kind
them.
of already did
How
that.
do you
eh?
mess up hopscotch?
I'm trying to remember how you play.
You
throw
have
the
to
rock?
throw a rock onto one, and you have to
What?
skip that one.
Yeah.
And so like it gives you like it mixes up the regular pattern.
Yeah.
Okay, I've never played hopscotch actually.
So
Fun fact.
yeah, if you land on the one with the rock, you die. Or whatever.
Yeah.
The rock is a landmine.
but that wouldn't.
That's
Hopscotch
good.
is not big enough.
What?
Well, there's just a
Oh,
claymore.
like a sensory mine.
Yeah, like you hopped on it and it. See,
Imagine that. Oh.
that is kind of what all the Squid Games were about, wasn't it?
Or you just mess up something really basic. You're like,
Yeah, they were like low
Yeah.
stakes games in real life, but then they're like high stakes
Yes.
in the game.
Very high.
It's pretty much the premise.
Is that what's so popular? People can see themselves doing it. Is that why do people?
I
like
mean,
it?
what do you
not
like
really,
about it?
because 4 of the games are like not Western.
Yeah,
You know, like
Maybe I'll
I've
watch it.
never done a honeycomb cutout thing, or I've never played Squid Game.
The intrigue of Squid Game for me was definitely like multiple factors. Like one, obviously the intensity of the games and like dying, but a lot of it was like psychological, like bit of a spoiler for Peter, but it's like they could all choose to leave if they wanted to, but they're all kind of broke people.
Well, that's fucked up.
And it's kind of like
Yeah, I did-
they wanted to
yeah.
be there. And then also the psychological aspect of like trying to team up with people or realizing, because they have that moment where there's a massive fight and somebody dies. And then they're like, perfect, someone got eliminated. And then they all like have that moment tick in their head that if we just kill everyone, we can win. There's lots of moments like that, which I found
Okay.
very interesting.
No, I never really got to one of those moments.
And there's the whole aspect of there's this other guy who's trying to figure out why Squid Game is even happening and who's behind it. So there's multiple layers of interestingness that I found.
and where the squid is.
Exactly. They're trying to
I
find the
still
squid the
haven't
whole
found
time.
that thing.
Dude, if there's not a squid and I watch this whole series, I'm gonna be so pissed off.
All right, for the other people like Peter that haven't seen it, we should probably stop talking about Squid
Move
Game.
on a
Yeah,
bit.
thanks guys.
What's our? I believe Jackson's
I've got a
organised
little
bit of a
game.
game.
But
here
I've got
for
a bit
us
of
to play.
a brain teaser. Or not brain
If we lose,
teaser.
do we die?
Got a bit of a game. We're going to be playing dodgeball.
That would be a
So-
popular podcast.
Yeah, that would be huge.
Saying that just made me realize Squid Game's kind of the second Saw. Thoughts?
Yeah, nah, it's kind of different focus.
Dude, Squid Game dodgeball, except it's with fucking cannonballs.
I mean, that kind of works.
How do you throw that?
With a cannon.
Oh, like okay, I thought you meant
So
they
it's
were
just
throwing
pirates.
cannonballs at each other.
Yeah, basically this is Pirates of the Caribbean once Johnny Depp's removed, and we're just going to be Squid Game dodgeball.
Do you reckon he'll go back?
He
Now that
he
he's
said he
won
would never
the-
do it.
won the case?
No,
Yeah.
he said he would never do it.
Oh, we didn't talk about that. Hey, that case ended.
No, I don't care about that shit anymore.
Johnny
Oh,
won.
let's give it a solid 60 seconds,
All right.
guys.
Johnny won, didn't he?
Yeah, pretty
Brilliant. All right, next game.
Yep.
Yeah, honestly.
What else are we gonna say?
We've done one thing that's done to death. We'll save it.
Right, so we're going to talk about quotes this week, and the game's about quotes.
Is it
love
our quotes?
Do you guys like quotes?
I
Yeah.
love quotes.
Go on. What's your favourite quote? I should have asked you to prepare this earlier, but I'm putting you on the spot.
That is very on the spot.
If you say you love quotes, surely you got one.
I've got a few quotes.
Any one of them's fine.
Here we go. Here
Here it comes.
You should fight as if you've already lost or you're already dead. That's a good one.
Is that the
Wait, are
full
you
quote?
making this up?
No. What's another one? Hold
Who
on.
said that?
Jordan Ridley.
Can we give some credit to that?
No, hold on. In life and in fighting, you should. Oh, I forgot the quotes. Haven't I?
Jordan's got a lot of good ones himself. Can we hear something from anyone else?
In life, you should be fight.
I forgot it now. Determined though calm. No, I forgot it.
Already dead.
I forgot the quotes.
Maybe we'll come back
From
to Jordan.
Miyamoto Musashi.
It was a bit of an enjoyment from
Greatest
quotes from
samurai of all
Peter.
time.
What the fuck?
What do
Give
you
me
quotes
5
do you
seconds.
Like?
I'll
Yeah, he'll
think of
come
it.
back.
I mean, this comes from like a really big inspiration of mine, and it's like means a lot to me. I'm going high.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not big on quotes.
I had
Can't
you
be
guys
there.
there. You thought I was going to be
I
serious.
was,
for
I
a
was
second
like,
there.
this is going to be really personal and
It was
beautiful.
so heartfelt, and then it was.
Can't believe I forgot all my quotes. I actually have quotes saved as my desktop background.
I've been really liking quotes recently.
I love quotes.
Wait, as your desktop background, like, is it just white with black text on it?
No, like there's a few
Scenic
people
piece.
and then
Oh.
some quotes. Like
Yeah.
next background. You know how it changes. That's why I can't remember them because I get surprised every time.
You're
I'm
getting
like,
more
"Oh, that is
confused
a good
together."
quote."
And then it instantly leaves your brain, apparently.
Yeah, but in the moment it spurs me on. But yeah,
Right.
then I forget it.
You can't talk so much about how much you love quotes and you got a quote background and you can't pull a single one out of your ass.
Just one.
That is true, but oh well, moving on.
You know what? I'm big on movie quotes.
Go on,
I
what's
probably
one
know
of
a
your
lot more
favourites?
movie quotes than well, it's kind of stuff that you reuse in more of joking situations.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I know
yeah.
Batman with like the not the hero we need, but the one we deserve.
Yeah, that's a
stuff like that,
classic.
which isn't really a quote that applies to all situations, but it's like a specific one. That you
Syndromes is
copy.
really good from movies.
Oh,
Oh,
wait, here's
when
one.
everyone's super.
Here we go.
no,
Everything
That's right.
is no wait. I forgot the
Oh my
actual word.
God, you're
No. I forgot the wording, but it's something like everything is catchable.
Brilliant. All right.
Like
What?
Like if,
Like what? Herpes?
No, like
COVID?
Like if it could be like if someone's funny and laughing, other people will now catch on with
Everything's
that.
contagious?
Or, yeah, contagious. That's the word. Or if you yawn, people will also yawn.
Yeah.
I like that quote.
Everything.
You know what's kind of
Miyamoto
crazy?
Musashi.
Wearing a face mask also prevents the transmission of yawns
True.
because they can't
Wow.
see it.
True.
Oh my god.
Yawns are down 60%.
Wow, really feeling a hit on my yawn shares.
That's true. I haven't been yawning recently.
That
That must be it.
Maybe you're just well rested. Anyway, right.
On to the game.
Onto the game.
Last thing.
Go on.
I like some quotes from scientists, but I can't pull them off the top of my head.
Okay.
But
He's
a
Googled it.
lot of them are good. Like Einstein and shit like that.
Oh, I
because-
love Einstein's one where it's like,
Your band!
It's like, wait, this might be it. Hold on, I might guess it.
I have it on my screen.
Hang on,
and
hang
he's
on.
cut me off to
Here we
get it
go.
wrong.
Go on.
Here we go. Write things down so you don't need to remember stuff. That's from Einstein.
Yeah, he definitely said stuff.
He said that. Google it.
Write it down on that.
Write
you,
things
won't
down,
Forget.
otherwise you'll forget
It's a
them.
good quote.
You fucking nonce. Albert
That's it.
Einstein.
That's one. Also, fish can't climb trees.
All right, you're banned from quotes. Peter, what have we got?
Everything is theoretically impossible until it is done.
Yeah, Allah, that's a great
That's pretty
quote.
good.
Hope that's not in the game.
Have you guys ever shat on an escalator?
What?
Is that a quote?
It's impossible until I do it. I was trying to think of something that no one would ever have done.
Someone's surely done that.
That is true, though. Imagine the absurdity of, like, in 1900 being like, oh, I reckon we'll go to the moon.
Yeah.
You would have been like, are you actually
Yeah.
just stupid?
Yeah,
That's
true.
impossible.
I think it reminds you to never think things are impossible because people thought things were impossible in the past that we do today.
Exactly.
Shitting on escalators.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm going to
Zach.
do it. And then you stand up and you're like, I told you it wasn't impossible. No one's there.
Nobody told you it was impossible either.
I love the diversity of me being like to the moon, Zach like shit on the elevator.
Which one am I realistically going to do in my lifetime?
Go to the moon.
I reckon you could go to the moon.
Nah, he's shitting.
Oh, you do
You
you?
might see the moon, but it'll be on an escalator.
Oh, sorry, this is off a tangent. Did you guys realize the moon is upside down in the southern hemisphere?
Oh, yeah, we found that out on
What?
stream.
No.
together.
Like,
do you
it
mean?
makes sense, but it also fucking blew my mind.
Oh, because
down
we're
to
like,
what?
yeah, okay.
We're like hanging off the bottom of the
Yeah.
earth, looking up.
Well, it could be upside down to them.
Oh, yeah, there's no up or down in space. You're right.
Exactly.
I mean, we see the opposite right
Actually.
way up.
Do you know speed is just
All right, time for the game.
Shut up, Mr. Fucking Quotes.
All right.
speed is relative. That's
Well-
from Tesla.
So
It's fucking not.
No, what's the guy? 3 laws, Nelson.
You mean Newton?
Like from what's it called, Simpsons.
Sir Isaac
He's got 3
Nelson.
laws.
Thermodynamics. Ha ha. Fucking Nelson.
I never believed one of those.
what do you mean?
Which one, Jordan?
Everything's got an equal reaction back.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
What do you mean you don't believe it?
Give us an example.
I kick the shit out of that pillow.
You hurt your toe.
No, it doesn't. And he's probably hurt.
The pillow's not hurt.
Okay,
Jordan.
I kick you in the face.
Yep.
I bet you I hurt more than me.
No, but the force.
Jordan, it's about forces. Zach's got this one.
Go.
Where does the force go?
The amount of force that you're using to kick him means that you're using like pretty similar mass to like his head to your kick, but you're exerting a lot more force. So then he won't. Give
Can I
much back.
jump on the science communication
Yeah,
on this one?
No,
All right,
see, that
Jordan,
doesn't make
if
sense.
you were in space, okay, you're in space,
I'm in
floating
space.
around, you're in space.
I'm imagining.
Can I come?
Yeah, Jordan Jackson is also there.
Hey.
Both in space.
You kick him so fucking hard. Oh, he starts tumbling backwards.
Yep.
You also tumble backwards with the same amount of energy.
Yep.
Do I?
Yes, that's what that means.
Whoa.
No,
Okay,
he doesn't believe it.
So
No,
if
I
he's a
believe
lot
it.
heavier than you, he goes slower.
Didn't think about that. So I'm copping all of my kick into him in my other leg.
It's not in your other leg. You just also get sent backwards.
No, but
His
on
body
the ground,
applies
I'm
the
saying.
same force to your
On
leg.
Earth.
Yeah. You're absorbing it into the ground.
Really?
And so you kick him up. Dude, imagine you swing your leg so hard you kick him right in the crotch.
Did you guys know this?
He goes up a foot in the
Yeah.
air.
No, you didn't.
The Earth goes. This is the mind-blowing part. The Earth goes the same direction in the opposite direction.
Yeah, I get it now.
The same amount of energy, but the Earth is just a lot heavier, so you can't feel
You
it.
explained it better than my physics teacher. I understand. Thanks,
Whoa,
bro.
we did it. What are the other laws that you disagree with?
No, that's it.
Nah.
I was just
So
a
the
bit
other
troubled
two,
by that
all
one.
good.
Yeah, what's the other two? Hold on. F equals MA?
Nope.
You won't stop until something stops you.
It's the
Inertia.
inertia one, yeah.
Yeah, that one. That's the other
And then
one.
the conservation of mass and energy, right?
kind of boring though, to be honest.
Anyway, yeah,
think
let's
it's a
get the
good topic.
science class out of here.
All right, quotes.
I learned
Okay, so
something.
what you've got to do as a team, you got to work as a team. You're not going to like that, but we're
This
going
is
to
the
do it.
game.
Right, so this is the warm-up round. So I give you 2 quotes and the 2 celebrities that said them, and you have to match them up.
Do we know these celebrities?
Yeah, I've tried to pick ones that I feel like everyone will know.
Great.
So this is the warm-up round.
Okay.
Feel free to discuss the quotes, etc. Do or do not. There is no try.
Well, I know who that was.
Yep. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take, and the 2 celebrities are Yoda and Wayne Gretzky. Right now, who said what?
I mean, I know this one. Should I just sit out?
Wait,
Surely
can
Yoda
I-
didn't say you don't
Yoda
miss the
said-
shots that you take. What are they? They don't play
Yoda said,
any
"Do or do
basketball.
not." There's no try.
That's
Who's
right.
Wayne?
Yeah, that's easy.
This one's an easy one. Just so, okay, maybe it's not easy.
Wait, who's Wayne? Does anyone know?
Can we
who was that
individually?
second
I
celebrity?
actually,
I
don't know
actually
who
don't know.
Wayne Gretzky is. I just thought everyone knows the quote and to him.
Yeah.
Attributed
So you
to him.
laughed, but you also don't know.
No, I didn't know who that was.
I think it's a hockey player.
Probably.
Correct me in the comments.
Wayne
That'll
Gretzky.
make sense. He would be taking shots.
Sounds like he misses a lot.
Could
That's a great
also be
excuse.
an alcoholic.
Alcoholic. I was thinking that.
Miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
All right, so here's where it gets hard.
He's also the creator of "If You're Not Wasted, the Day Is." Like, he's got all these terrible quotes about alcoholism.
And everyone thinks they're philosophical. Oh, he's brilliant. He's brilliant. Right, round 2.
Ooh. Round
Right,
one.
I'm going to give you the 3. Round 1. The 3 celebrities are Oprah.
Oh, there's 3 now.
So who Oprah? You guys all know who Oprah is.
Yeah, I'm aware of
She
Oprah.
talks.
Confucius,
Yep,
Yeah.
Dalai Lama.
dude.
Ooh.
Oh,
All
okay.
equally inspiring people.
How would you rank them?
Dalai Lama. Oh, wait, there's lots of Dalai Lamas.
That's not what equal means.
Yeah. I would say Confucius.
Yeah, Confucius,
Then Dalai Lama.
then Oprah.
Oprah.
Yeah, okay.
There's lots of Dalai Lamas. I mean,
I didn't know there was
Oprah is
there?
yeah.
What do you mean? He just comes once.
No, it's like the Pope. There's one of them
That's
at a
what I'm
time.
saying. Yeah.
They come one at a time.
I didn't know that. I thought it was one dude.
I just thought it was
when
a dude
Oprah
too.
dies, there's not going to be Oprah 2.
They should be.
Oprah too.
Improvement.
Dalai Lama's like the queen, but somewhere else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Just move on, please.
Right, here are the 3 quotes. It does not matter how slow you go as long as you do not stop. Jordan, what do you think about that?
Sounding very Confucius at the moment.
Right? That's a good-
Sounding like Nelson's third law of inertia. Nelson's laws.
Oprah could say that though, because she's kind of on the grind.
True.
Anyway.
Remember that not getting what you want is sometimes a wonderful stroke of luck.
Wow.
That's not Oprah.
Nah.
That sounds like Confucius too.
Oprah would say like getting what you want is a stroke of luck because she's like, you get a car, you get a car.
That's not Oprah. We'll rule that out.
I was just about to say, like, dude, I hope the last quote is "you get a car," because then I'll at least have it narrowed down a bit.
I actually don't
Unfortunately.
think the first one's Oprah either. What was it? It was about
could
hard
be.
work, right?
It does
Yeah.
not matter how slow you go as long as you do not stop.
Here we go.
Oh,
Go
actually,
on,
I don't know
Zack.
what Oprah did to become famous, but I feel like once she got to a certain point, it's surely just all her producers doing everything, and then she just like goes out on stage.
Anyway, let's hear the last one.
Right.
Cool.
If you look at what you have in life, you'll always have more. If you look at what you don't have in life, it'll never be enough.
Oh, that's also Confucius.
I think Oprah's one.
Yeah, I think Oprah's one.
She talk about working, but the other ones, do they even work? Confucius and Dalai Lama?
Oh, dude,
they
no,
just chill, right?
I don't know what they do.
What are philosophers doing back then? Were they
Thinking.
But how are they earning money? I mean,
How do they make money? I think that they live
they
in
write books.
live in
Just be
monasteries
a
and
professor, right? Teach other people to think.
Oh,
Smart.
interesting.
Get the cycle going.
Anyway.
shit. I think
sorry.
people pay them for their advice on things.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? That you come to them with a problem and maybe leave them a gift.
Isn't
That's
that
very interesting. I never
a,
thought about
I
that.
only just thought about that.
philosopher?
It's like, what do they say? Like, don't look at the things that you don't have. That'll be $5.
Are there
the
still
little
philosophers?
street stall.
Yeah,
famous ones.
yeah, there is, but it's not like they're not in the history
Name
books
one.
yet. That's I know I can't.
I feel like we
Not
have like a
famous
few a
enough.
generation or something like that. I feel like there used to be more philosophers, but maybe that's wrong.
What about the people that like do talk shows now? Would you call them philosophers, like Dr. Phil?
What, motivational
Dr.
speakers?
Philosopher,
Smart.
or
Dalai
like
Lama,
Steve
is
Harvey,
he-
or those kind of people.
Oh, anyway, so do you want the
Yeah,
quotes
should we
one
have a
more
guess
time?
before we forget?
Yeah.
I reckon first one's Oprah for sure.
Sorry, can you
That's right.
repeat the second one for me?
Right, the second one was remember that not getting what you want is sometimes a wonderful stroke of luck.
That sounds very Dalai Lama-y because they don't own stuff. You know what I mean? Like they're not big on ownership.
Makes
yeah,
sense.
I'm about it.
So I'm going to go with Dalai Lama for that one, in my opinion.
Are we all locking in
Yeah,
that?
I'll lock that
We'll
in.
go
and
for it.
I reckon 3 is
Three is
the other guy.
Confucius?
All right, so that was Dalai Lama. 3 was if you look at what you have in life, you'll always have more. That one,
Confucius.
that's Oprah.
Oh.
So Confucius says, does not matter how slow you go as long as you do not
Dude.
stop.
Easy for Oprah to say with her multi-billion-dollar mansion.
Confucius on the grind, bro.
Get off your goddamn high horse.
So wait, she's saying you need to look at what you have.
Yeah, look at what
She's
you have.
like, every day I wake up and I'm so happy. I drive to work in my Mercedes. And my
I did think that was a bit rich coming from Oprah.
No,
Yeah,
I
what
think
is
it would have
that?
come from a good place because those people. I remember listening to a podcast with Drake, and it's like he's still just on the constant, like, oh man, I don't have enough, or like, oh, I need to do
Yeah,
more.
yeah, yeah.
So it's like they would know the most that you just need to like think about it.
I feel like a lot of quotes are about being content
Yes.
with what you have.
It's just people trying to be happy.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, how
Trying
do
to
I
be happy in our capitalist society.
Oh, shit.
It's kind of interesting that celebrities are the only people who get like quotes, whereas I'm sure better things have been said by other people, but it
No
just
one
hasn't
knows.
been.
Do you think you would be able to come up with a quote?
Oh, better than a celebrity, surely, right?
Some of them were
But I
really
feel like
bad.
all
that I
the
looked
good
at.
ones have been taken. What's left? Fucking don't shit on an escalator.
Zack drives.
That's my best quote that I could do on the
He
spot.
was a wise
Beautiful.
man.
I feel like getting someone and saying, "Give me a quote that's good right now" is a bit
where
hard.
do quotes come about? Did
So
Oprah
what,
say that in an
Jackson,
interview?
you do it now.
What?
No, you got to give me a quote. Everyone's best
dude,
improv quote.
You know where to get quotes from? Take credit for yourself.
Where?
Green texts. Because they have some
Ooh.
nuggets of wisdom and they're anonymous,
What's
so
green?
you can steal it, like posts on 4chan. Because that website is a bit of a hole at times, but also comes out with some really funny stuff. And like, dude, like I've seen some hilarious stuff that like you could put into your own words.
You should just
claim it.
credit them.
Like I saw this one. It's so dumb. It's like, dude, like you will be erased. I'll turn it into a quote right now. You will be erased into history unless you eat the Mona Lisa.
Wow.
What?
That's kind of
good.
interesting.
You totally should have just said that you made that up.
And so other people would have seen the post. I'd get blasted in the comments. It's just this thing of being like, how do you feel knowing that one day someone will remember you for the very last time ever?
Yeah, for
And
sure.
then someone just replied with, "Not if I eat the Mona Lisa." It's so funny. It's so funny. And I'm
It's
like,
kind of like your quote. Like,
That's
you'll
true.
be forgotten unless you
It would
shit
ha-
on an escalator.
that's not memorable
it would
enough.
have
Sorry.
to be a very public place.
Zach's not going down to the volumes of history for shitting on an
Hold
escalator.
on, guys. Actual plan. This is how I'm going to be remembered millennia from now.
Go on.
You know how I'm going to Florida in a week's time?
Brilliant.
You can see the headline, Florida man shits on escalator.
Yeah, I can see that.
That is good.
When I'm in Florida, I become the Florida man.
Oh no.
Is that what happens?
Yeah.
I think so.
But are they remembered? Or is that just like another Florida man doing something weird? Anyway, my quote.
True. Florida man is kind of one.
That quote's archive.
I
would put you on the
could do
spot.
anything when I go to Florida and the headline will just be Florida
Yeah.
man. I'll get off the hook. It won't be like YouTuber Little Z. It goes under the radar.
Genius.
It's your chance to do something outrageous.
So how do we do on that one?
You guys got them. Oh, one right.
We got
Dalai
Dalai Lama.
You got it down to a 50-50.
Wait, you had a quote though,
I
Jackson.
was
right?
going to say something about if you sit forever, you'll never stand.
That's actually deep.
Dude,
That's
nice.
so true.
Jordan?
I actually had a quote once.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, I forgot how it went.
Absolutely
Must have been
classic. No, wait, that's the quote right there. I had one once, forgot how it went. Jordan Ridley.
No, because what's that? If you don't stop and smell the roses, you won't be happy or
Not
something.
someone else's quote.
did
No,
time
but
with
I
that one.
expanded on it a bit. It was like
Jordan, you're done.
the person who doesn't smell the roses and the person who doesn't. Nah, I forgot it. Nah, moving
Teach a
on.
man to smell the roses. He smells them for a day.
I forgot it.
You're useless.
I am. My memory's fading.
Getting old, mate.
Well, that was good. Let's go to next
All right,
question.
next round. We've got Muhammad Ali, Walt Disney, and Steve Jobs.
Okay.
Big
More
hitters.
topical.
Right. Number one. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing.
That could be all of them.
That's I don't reckon that was Muhammad Ali.
Steve Jobs does a lot of talking.
Muhammad
He's-
Ali's quotes would
did.
all be about fighting or something. right?
Doing so much these days.
Dude, he's an absolute chatterbox.
If you
They're all dead, actually. I just realized.
If you attribute every message sent on iPhones, Steve Jobs is the most talkative these days.
Wow.
Still providing communication throughout the world.
Champ.
Apple.
Love you, Steve.
Steve.
All
If you're
right.
listening to this through the iCloud right now, I love you. If you've been uploaded.
Right, the next one. Don't count the days, make the days count.
Oh, that's Muhammad.
Yeah, I think that is. I've heard that before.
Oh, I actually
I think-
don't know for sure, but it sounded like
I
him,
reckon it
didn't
might be.
Yeah.
I don't think that'll be him, but I
No,
want to hear
maybe
the
it's
last
not
one.
actually.
I want to hear the last one.
Yeah.
The only way to do great work is to do what you love.
Oh,
Now I'm lost.
Okay, well, who would love their job the most? Probably
probably
Walt.
not Steve Jobs, right?
Yeah, but I would say Muhammad Ali, maybe.
What about Walt Disney, man?
I just love punching people in the head. I think that's got to be Walt Disney, right?
Well, he never had a bad experience. He won every fight,
He definitely didn't.
didn't he?
No, he
That's
got
like the thing,
Parkinson's
right?
halfway through his career and got smashed.
What? I thought the whole thing was he
I think
never
he was
lost a
just-
No,
fight.
the only person who's never lost is like Floyd Mayweather. Fun fact.
Who's
Jordan
ever
is a
lost.
bit of a
I'm
fighting
a bit
fiend.
of a
Okay,
fiend.
yeah.
No, Muhammad
No, I'm
Ali.
not arguing. This is just I thought. I
No,
heard
no,
that.
he lost a bunch. Yeah.
I think
Well,
loving
not a
your
bunch.
job's got to be Walt Disney because the other two jobs, like they got them great success, but they don't sound that fun.
Does Walt Disney's job sound fun?
I mean, if you love it, that's what he was saying, right?
I think the second one's Muhammad because I think I've heard it before and I wouldn't have heard it from the other two.
True.
Yeah, no, I reckon so too.
If Jordan was hearing a quote, it would only
Alright,
be for
so
a fighter.
and
let me
love
just-
your job is Disney number 3.
Hang on, let me just check. So
What was the
don't
first
count
one?
the days, make the days count.
I think that's got to be Steve Jobs.
No, that's Muhammad Ali. Wait. Oh,
Mate.
Oh, mate.
I reckon it's Muhammad. That was the second one, yeah?
That was the first one.
I think that was the first one I read.
Make the days count
Oh, what was the second one?
All right, I'll read them out really quickly
God.
again.
in
Right.
order.
In order. No, I think this was the first one. The way to get started is quit talking and begin doing. Don't count the days, make the days count. The only way to do great work is to do what you love.
okay. I think it's Jobs, Muhammad, Disney.
I can agree with that.
We'll go for it. Send it.
Right. So the first one, a way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing.
That's
That
John.
is
Oh no, I'd swap the first two, but I will say I
Okay.
don't want to debate it
It's
anymore.
going to be Muhammad.
Walt Disney.
Oh no, we have shat the bed.
So
we have shat the escalator.
don't count the days. Make the days count.
Yep.
Who's that?
Harley.
Oh, we've already got
If
a wrong.
Ali
Just
is
put us
talking
out of our
about
misery.
loving his job, I'm astounded.
It's Muhammad Ali.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude, he
clutch.
loves punching people in the
And
head.
Steve Jobs said the only way to do great work is to do what you love.
So we got 1 point again.
Who loves making
one.
computers?
I guess that's the thing, right? He loved so much just being in his
He
garage
was
doing
probably
his
pretty
thing.
proud of his work.
Yeah,
You know?
He did make one of the biggest companies.
it's
in
made
modern
for
day.
humans. Like shit like that. He loves that shit.
He's always got a turtleneck on.
Yeah,
He loves it.
He loves it. I was
Any
surprised.
quotes about turtlenecks?
No, that was all I wrote
The
down.
only way to do great work is to wear a turtleneck.
I'm thinking about the ideal quote to get. It's just like, "Boy, where'd my hair go?" Like I know that one.
Yeah, I. What was your favorite quote?
Who boy, it's cold in this cryogenics chamber. Walt Disney.
They're all pretty good, aren't they?
I think maybe not my favorite, but the one that applies to me the most is if you want to do great work, do work that you love.
I feel like that applies to all of us, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because like
true.
making YouTube videos,
None
and
of us
then
have
like
real jobs.
yeah, making videos that you enjoy making, like even within YouTube, you know, making videos on a game that I actually like versus making videos on a random game that's come out that's just like hype is very different.
Yeah. How much do you find yourself doing that, and how long?
Often not that long because people don't watch the videos as much.
Right.
Like when Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl came out.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have that much fun with the game, so when the videos did badly, I was like, eh. But then with Switch Sports, like videos did pretty equally bad, but then I was like, nah, I'm going to keep
Loving
making
it.
some Switch
What if it
Sports
was the
videos.
opposite? There was the world's worst game, but the videos were extremely popular.
It's got to get
I
that
don't know.
bag, brother. Got to get that
You
bag.
would do it.
You do it.
Don't deny. He's got a cheeky
I
smile.
probably would, but then
I'm sure you'd do it
probably
for one
wouldn't be
video.
as
For a
great
bit.
work.
It wouldn't be
thanks to Steve
sustainable though.
Jobs.
You wouldn't do it forever. You'd do a few of them.
No.
Cheeky cash grab. You know how it is.
When
Yeah.
did we get this lamp? That's good. I just noticed that.
That's your quote.
The lamp was here last week. It didn't have a globe in it though.
Oh, okay.
It's now lit
For the
AF.
audio viewers, we have
Oh,
a lamp.
Check
There is
this out,
always a
video
lamp
viewers.
unless there isn't one.
We got
That's
lemons
amazing.
now.
Fake
We got
lemons.
lemons. Fake lemons? No, they're real. Look.
Oh,
Citrusy.
Yeah,
Citrus.
Holly watched our last podcast and she said, "Oh, you can definitely tell some boys designed the set." It's just like
Why? Because there's nothing?
there's nothing other than a fake plant, some lemons, and a lamp, just all
like-
mashed on the table.
What do you mean? The lemons and the lamp are new. We're adding new stuff every week.
Yeah, I think we don't have much creativity about it at the moment.
For our audio listeners, there's a really sick set behind
Yeah,
us. You
it's
should ignore the
amazing.
past minute.
You're a
There's a
male, you'll like
multicolored
it.
light that we couldn't turn on today, so just check that shit out.
Yeah, imagine it's red.
yeah.
Now it's blue. Wow. It's neither. It's off.
I was thinking of what you were saying, Jordan. Well, not really. I just wanted a question of the week. I thought you were going there with
Oh,
the thing with
right.
Holly watching the podcast.
So my question of the week kind of comes back to the fighting, or even, do you remember when I asked about why are pirates cool?
Yep. That was a good one.
I think I'm on the track to figuring it out
Yeah.
this week.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, it's pretty stupid. Why do we find dangerous things exciting? Or why are we impressed by people who do dangerous stuff? Because evolutionary-wise, probably smarter if God, or whoever made us up, made it so we found that really, really boring. Like someone jumps off a cliff and dives. We should be bored of that, and we should get excited by
Is it adrenaline?
maybe.
I've got this one worked out.
Okay,
for it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. Ask the resident,
Yeah.
zoologist. I
Here
got
we
that
go.
evolutionary knowledge right. Dude, someone else dies jumping off a cliff. Less competition for your offspring. You want everybody else to die, as long as they're not your family.
So you're like, yeah, do it again, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Play
That was fucking sick, bro.
That's
Keep
why
it up.
we cheer on like skateboarding
Because
and
we want
stuff.
them to die.
Like someone does like a backflip on a bike, you're like, do a triple. Like, you want them to cook it.
I guess you wouldn't be saying the same thing if it was your family.
Dude, it's
get
actually
worried.
true. Like, you'd be more worried about your family than a random doing it, right?
It is true. And it's like, I've definitely Googled before, or like, it's like you see the thumbnail of like massive plane crash. You're like, oh my God, I want to watch that.
I don't not watch
Dude,
that.
I saw something of top 5 orca attacks at SeaWorld on the trainers.
Jeez.
And I could have been fine. I could not take my eyes off it.
Exactly,
It was
you are on.
horrifying.
There's been too many.
What the
Dude,
fuck?
one killer whale killed 3 trainers, and they like kept
I
it.
think it's just not supposed to be kept in captivity.
over
right?
Yeah,
years,
Sea
like-
World's already a bit
No, I think
shit.
they're supposed to be kept. That's what they're for, I reckon.
Put them in.
So, offshoot though, there's been 0 killing of people, 0 deaths to orcas in the wild ever. Only
Damn.
ever deaths have been.
Well, they
at
get
SeaWorld.
sad, right? They get pissed.
It's fucked up. Anyway,
They're pretty smart.
I won't get stuck in the tangent for too long. But yeah, it's horrifying. You want to see that stuff. We have morbid curiosity.
What about also though just entertainment factor? Like, would you rather watch someone that's like surviving? They're like eating a healthy diet and they're like
No, but
going
that's
for a
what
bit
we
of a
should
walk.
be excited by. I'm saying
And you're like, woo! They're gonna live till 70.
that's what I'm saying. We should be like that.
Yeah,
like
I mean-
they've made us backwards. You know what I mean?
What was God thinking?
But it's
Exactly.
also, I think it's curiosity as well, like because you've seen that yourself because you've been surviving your whole life, so you've seen the basic stuff. But then this person, it's just the fact that it's new. If you
It's
watched a
curiosity,
million
right?
videos of someone base jumping, you'd probably be like, "Oh, this shit again."
Here we go again.
But it's more that there's just a million different things on YouTube because there's so many people
Yeah.
doing different stuff.
Yeah,
see,
it's
I
something
see.
you don't see too often.
But shouldn't you be excited by the safe things that you do every day?
no, because you're doing it yourself.
But I
Right.
reckon the people who jump out of the plane are pretty hyped up.
Yeah,
because you don't do that.
No, they do it.
Yeah, adrenaline.
Also, they get excited by it even though they've jumped out.
They're
a bunch
probably
of
still
times.
a little bit excited compared to when they land and eat their pasta.
Imagine someone just deadpan jumps out of a plane and they're just like, "Oh,
Another day at the office.
You know what I mean?
back on the grind. And
That's
then,
me
like,
and you
someone-
jumping out of plane together.
woman falls past of like, morning, Karen.
Not this shit again.
True. I wonder if there's any skydivers in the audience. Let us know if you're bored.
I think they'd stop doing it if they were bored of it.
No, but it might be the only thing they can.
What a specific thing to ask
give
for
some
comments.
life.
Yeah, like they've built up a tolerance.
Yeah.
It's like when you do a lot of drugs, wouldn't know myself, but then you build up a tolerance
I think
and
that-
then you need more and more of it.
That actually does happen, and people go for more and more dangerous stunts.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
And then
first-
they die and
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
yes, it wasn't by kids.
wow, I can't wait to watch this.
Oh, pardon me. Sorry, my phone keeps.
I think it's just adrenaline hunting. Like until something's
Yeah.
not normal to you, it's exciting.
But why? It shouldn't be.
Well,
What's
I'm
the
thinking-
point of that?
That's an interesting point.
I think we watch and like a lot of YouTube, those like it's satisfying because it gives you that secondhand sense of achievement. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like you see someone clean their whole house, you're like, oh, and you're living in a fucking pigsty.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, dude, I
hell
could have
yeah.
just done it myself and had the same outcome, but
Oh,
instead
my-
I've gained nothing. Like, do you want to do these thrilling things to spice up your life? Then you just get this secondhand.
Not really. When it's like the orca kills someone, I'm like, I would rather not die. Do that.
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah,
rather that
fair
not be
enough.
me. But it's
Fair
still like,
enough.
oh, kind of want to see it.
Yeah.
Like I sure, like, sorry to bring this
I'm
up.
sticking behind my first answer.
Like I even watched that video. Have you seen that video? And it's like the lawyer and he just shoots himself in the head.
No.
I haven't. I don't like that sort of stuff.
Well, don't Google it. But it's just like, oh, got to kind of watch it, don't I?
Oh, see, I have zero interest in that. Maybe I'm higher evolved than you, Jordan.
Oh, maybe. Likely.
I'm further along the evolution chain than
Jackson, do you have wisdom teeth?
you. No.
He's further along the evolution
not?
train too.
Oh, I got
It's
them
true.
out. No. I thought I'd get away with that.
Oh, hold on.
no.
I'm getting mine out on Saturday. What's that? 2 days from now.
Oh wait, can I just quickly go
Yeah,
back
go on.
to
Yeah,
this
yeah.
thing of like, I feel like when you're talking about how you're more evolved than Jordan, it's like you sitting at home watching Jordan doing his win or dares and just like, because you do very slightly dangerous things in your
Yeah,
videos
that's true.
sometimes.
I guess
Other
so.
people watch you and maybe they're like, oh, I hope Jordan catches salmonella, less competition. Like when you do the raw egg, stuff like that. Do you reckon anyone ever
Yeah,
looks
see-
at our videos, like you lose your cosplay, like I'm doing a fucking King Dedede nair. He's like, oh, I hope he lands on his neck.
Yeah, dude, because he knows that in that costume you're gonna pick up all the women in the area.
Yeah.
He needs you to get out of there,
He's
dude.
jealous.
He needs you to die.
Literally clear out the city of females.
Just a single file line running down the fucking street from this house.
They've seen the banjo cosplay. Light up.
Oh, my.
Insane.
I think maybe that's part of it. Maybe a psychologist can tell us in the comments.
I'm interested
You're probably
in that.
most dangerous, Peter.
Yeah, you reckon?
No,
Smash-
you.
Nah, smash
I
burgers
don't
in
think
real
so.
life.
It's more like an area of like expertise. Like it's not particularly dangerous for me anymore.
I think
because I do things
if
I'm
we
comfortable
ever
with.
do
that's
something, you
dangerous.
just send yourself. We were talking about this. When were we
Yeah.
talking about this at lunch?
Over
That's
lunch.
insane. You went there. So we were talking about how you just send yourself into any situation, and then you're like, "Oh, that hurt," or
Like,
whatever.
okay, so audience, we recorded a rollerblading video today. It won't be out. It won't be out for a little while, but it was very fun. Zach, he fucking ate it, dude. Like
think
he
I
had some
had quite a
awesome
few
stacks.
times.
He had some great stacks, and like we were saying,
Sent.
we played it a little bit safer, me and Jackson.
Yeah, I didn't stack, or maybe I stacked once or twice. But
Who's got the
barely.
most subs, bitches?
That's what I mean.
That's
It's
why.
more exciting. It's
Dude,
part of Jordan's
It's a good
thing.
trade. It's a great trade.
I mean, I
Sent
think
it.
it's to a limit. It's kind of funny because I'm like very willing to do physical stuff because it's like, physical comedy. Like it'll be funny watching it back later. I won't be hurt for that long.
Yeah.
But then me and Jackson filmed a video on Wednesday and I was so struggling to eat a single banana.
that's
and it's like, Zach sends himself into content, but it's only like specific things I'm
Yeah, that's a
comfortable
good
with
point.
that.
It was
Whereas,
more
like,
than just eating a banana, right? Like it was a Sprite banana.
it was
challenge.
a banana
Is that what it-
Sprite challenge.
the banana is
that
what
wasn't-
stopped him.
Yeah, that wasn't the scary
Oh,
part
because you don't
for
like
him.
bananas.
He
Yeah, I hate
hates
bananas.
Oh, no way.
I used to have a phobia of banana peels when I was younger. I think I've talked about it on the podcast.
Too much
Yeah.
Mario Kart.
Does that have a name?
No one knows.
I
Surely
guess
it does.
we're the ones to give it a name.
I'm gonna
right?
Google it.
No, I've got it right here,
Okay.
Peter. It is
So you can win.
just like nanophobia. Right?
That's not it.
I'm definitely Googling it.
Nanophobia.
I guess like banana phobia is the lame.
What
one.
about the peel scares you?
Used
Oh,
to.
no, it used to.
He's
What used
I just
to?
thought
what did it
so.
used to happen?
I didn't like bananas one for the taste. Then I thought the peel was really slimy and disgusting. So I wouldn't want to like pick it up to throw it in the bin. Honestly, calling it a phobia is a massive exaggeration.
No, it's phobias are baseless. That's the point of a phobia. It's like
But
you're
I'm
scared
over
of something
it
you
now.
shouldn't be.
No, but it's but it's like I was thought maybe something in your head like, oh no, the slime's gonna make me like.
I just
slip.
hate
I don't
the
know.
texture.
Has Peter found it? He's giggling.
Peter
to
is
himself.
giggling.
Dude, there's a phobia wiki, and there's an entire page on banana phobia.
Oh yeah, let me see if
Oh,
any
yes.
of it sparks.
Yeah.
my
So
memory.
this is actually kind of true. I know you've told me the story. The fear usually begins in a person's childhood years. For example, people who are forced to eat bananas by their caregivers or parents will grow up hating them. You had a bad banana experience as a child, right?
Oh, I think I just didn't like them, but
The
because they're
suitcase, right?
healthy, my parents probably made me eat them.
You told me a story about a suitcase or something, right?
Yeah. So
feel like that really locked
does
it
that
in.
come later?
Yeah.
No, but it wasn't just the suitcase incident. We'll get there. But first, there was like my sister would leave banana peels on the toilet seat sometimes, and then I would go in and just be like, and run out.
But that's when you already had the phobia, right?
That is I don't know if they're-
Banana-phobics' brains then learn to revisit all these ill feelings and experiences over and over when they see bananas. So, like, every time you see a banana peel, you think about your sister pranking you. You're like, "Ugh."
But that
She
has to be
drew,
the first
she drew
one.
faces on the banana peels sometimes.
This is hilarious.
Put them in the toilet. And then it all culminated in the suitcase event, which was like a pretty soft suitcase. And my sister was like, oh, it'd be so funny if you could climb into that suitcase and we'll zip it up. It'll be like you're the luggage. And I was like 8, so it did sound like a great idea at the time. So I climb into this suitcase, and right before my sister fully zips it up, she throws a banana peel in there. And you know when you feel like you got a bug on you or something, and you're
Oh.
like, you really quickly like flail all your limbs around to get it
Yeah.
off you?
It's like a shock response almost.
Yeah, because the peel was like touching me, I was like flailing all my arms and like struggling as much as I could to get out of the suitcase. I think I ripped it because it was made of like pretty thin fabric material.
Dude, I'm full on picturing, like cartoons, and the suitcase is like turning into the shapes of your body while you're trying to like break out.
It probably looked similar to that, and I was screaming like, "Get it out!" Because
That's
the zips on
terrifying.
the outside as well.
You can't get out of a suitcase.
So, but
How do you
big
know that?
steps. Ate a banana this Wednesday. Real big steps, and I threw up only a little bit.
Nice,
Did
dude.
it- how did it feel? I've seen that challenge before, but never done it myself. Does your tummy go all weird?
Zach
I did
didn't
it
really
kinda-
eat enough banana either.
Yeah, I did it kind of wrong,
I
which
see.
you'll find out in
Save it for
Have
the
to
video.
See it in the
spectate.
video.
Dude, it does say though here, regardless of your past experiences or traumatic events associated with banana phobia, it is possible to overcome this fear and get to a point when enjoying nutritional benefits of bananas is possible without feeling disgusted.
Oh,
Inspirational.
shit, so I probably did have this.
There's hope for you, Zach, to get some potassium.
And it's called banana phobia.
yeah, it comes under a subset of fructophobia, which is fear of fruit.
Wow.
Interesting.
Oh.
So you just need to eat a lot of bananas and then you'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm good.
Exposure
I was
therapy.
gagging trying to eat
Yeah.
one banana. And putting a phallic object in your mouth and gagging is not what I want to be doing on a regular basis.
You just gotta take it little steps at a time, right? Chop off the chip.
Chop banana.
You lose your banana, my new hit series.
Zach eats like a tiny piece of banana every time he loses, builds up his tolerance.
Why are kids evil?
What?
Like, why'd your sister do that? You know what I mean? Why is that funny?
Yeah, but it's like sibling rivalries. Because I did similar stuff to her.
I think
Yeah.
you're just born a piece of shit and you got to like unlearn
Right?
it.
Like-
you just got to unlearn it.
People
When did
troll
you
people
unlearn
all the
it?
time.
I feel like you still
Working on it.
I guess you don't really have empathy, right? When you're a kid.
Oh, is that what it
You
is?
can't understand how other people feel. It's true. You're right.
So you just kind of like, it's all you're worried about you. And then if Zach's is like, well, I want to see him in the suitcase.
It
with
will
the
be
Yeah, it's like,
funny
that'd
for
be
me.
great
Yes.
for me.
That's all you care about.
That's what it is, isn't it?
Kids are selfish.
Yeah.
It's true.
Because you got to be to survive.
Surprisingly thoughtful answer from Jackson on that one. Normally
Yeah.
he's the silly one.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you silly goose.
What a naughty boy.
That
So
makes
Jordan,
sense.
back to your wisdom teeth.
Oh,
Little bit of a
right.
detour through the banana phobia zone. Are you nervous for that?
Not really yet, but
It's in like 2 days, right?
it is. It's on Saturday.
Give him a break, Zach. You're not nervous yet.
That'll come.
Yeah, I
That'll
guess
come.
there's not much to talk about. I've talked about it before. I'm getting 6 teeth out.
Yeah.
that
but
means you're like basically an ape.
I think I'll die, maybe. But
You're
like,
so far down the evolutionary history of humans.
I knew
too.
I was more evolved than you.
It's true. It's honestly true.
but yeah, I had talked about it on the podcast before, right? Like the issues with it. So I guess I won't go too much into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, getting them out on Saturday. See.
Have
Get
you
rid of
been
him.
put under
See
general
what happens.
anesthetic before?
Once when I was in grade 4, I can't really remember it, but when I broke my arm,
Yeah.
yeah, they put it in me, and then
They what?
What were you doing? Anything dangerous?
Maybe fix that phrasing and start again.
We don't edit this, but try again.
it was like at school, and we were playing like touch rugby. I had the ball, fell over, and the 2 people behind me fell on top of me, and
That's
kind
not
of
touch rugby.
no, like
that's full
no,
contact.
because I tripped, and then
Oh.
yeah,
They would have also
I tripped
tripped.
on some
Right.
chick, and then I fell over. 2 people behind me who were chasing me fell on me, and I kind of landed with my hand on the ground, and then they kind of like
Yeah.
squished it,
Yuck.
stood up, and then
Yep.
everyone was kind of pointing at me like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "What?" And then I look at my arm, and it was kind of a banana.
And Zach screamed.
To bring it back around.
Hated Zach saw that arm and he
Zach
flipped
ran.
out.
He moved.
So yeah, I remember when for that they like, how do you say it? They stuck it in me, and then they said,
That's not how you say it. There's probably 10 other better ways to say that.
and then they were like, "Oh, it's milk from sleepy cows," and I was like, "Whoa!" And then I woke up.
They put it in you and said it's milk from sleeping
Oh
cows.
no! They gave him an IV drip, an intravenous IV drip.
Thank you. I was hoping someone would clarify.
How does it work though? I guess I'll have a story next time.
Yeah, it's quite the experience. You say some pretty whack stuff when you're waking up too. And apparently, this is cursed knowledge, by the way. You are
Do I want to
still
know this before I go in?
No, this doesn't bother you. This won't bother you too much. Don't worry. You actually still like say stuff, but then you don't remember that before you go unconscious. So it feels like you just like you got it done. They're like, we're gonna count from 10. You went to sleep on 5. You actually stayed awake, talked shit a bit more, but then you forget all that and then fall asleep.
You go a bit loopy.
Whoa.
So you're gonna say a bunch of shit you don't remember, most
Imagine if you
likely.
say, I'm going high, and they're like, oh, fuck, put him out of his misery.
Increase the dosage.
He technically is going high.
Yeah,
if you
he's
think
getting lit.
about it.
That's you in the corner of the
Oh,
surgery
yeah.
room.
Dude,
Technically.
and if they offer you like pre-med, take that shit.
What's that?
It's like happy drugs you take before, because like if you're looking nervous about it, they're like, do you want some pre? It just means like a happy drug.
So just sit nervously.
Oh, I didn't
I'll
look
start
nervous
shaking.
enough.
Because like Sophie didn't know what they meant when she got her shoulder surgery, and they're like, do you want some? She was really nervous as well, and she was like, no, that sounds kind of scary. And then she was like, fuck, I didn't even know what they meant. Like that sounds lit as hell. Like you know,
Oh.
they're just like the happy loopy one, so you're not too worried about it.
You should
I'll
shelve a
shake
bit of pre-med
once
and
I
then
get in
save it
there.
for later.
Yeah,
It's free drugs.
kids don't do drugs.
You could shelve a pre-med.
You know you can't save something for later if you shelve it. It's a way of taking it.
Oh, damn. Get it out on the escalator.
Oh my god.
I don't know why that's become my biggest bit of this podcast, but it has.
Shit on the escalator.
God.
You need to make some like really great quote about shitting on an escalator. You got to find
I
the
already
phrasing
did.
for it. What's the phrasing of it?
Something about shelving too.
No, I'm pretty sure it was like shitting on an escalator is impossible until you do it.
Yeah, you just sort of took whoever's quote
Yeah,
that
I
was.
feel like that's a bit of a steal.
Oh, yeah.
That's what all quotes are a steal. That's what you said. None of them are original. They're all everything's been said.
Is any creation original under that logic?
It's a very interesting question.
They're original, aren't they?
What?
A quote.
I mean, not if you just rehash what someone else says.
And you just rejig it.
But then again, like if you make music, it's just like a production in your brain of everything else you've thought of, heard of. So did you come up with it? It's kind of a rabbit hole.
Bruh.
Sorry, I just went deep.
Yeah, I don't even know what to
That
say
blew
about
your
that.
mind,
Yeah.
Jordan.
Well, it's just like, where are even thoughts from, eh?
Yeah.
Well, we're super.
Do you
Whoa,
think your
dude.
brain controls you or you control your brain?
It's a huge question. Bit of both, isn't it?
No, I agree.
Interesting.
know?
Big agree.
It's your
Sometimes
conscious
it-
and something else.
Yeah, like there's one person who's like, oh man, I just gotta eat the chocolate, and then they eat it. There's someone else who might be like, not today.
Here, Jackson, here's a thought for you, right?
Didn't work.
Didn't work.
I was trying to get you to do that like knee-jerk response because that'd be your brain controlling you, right?
No,
Brainstem?
your brain.
That's
No, it doesn't
involuntary.
make it to your brain.
What is the part of you that controls you though? That's a different spot.
What?
There's a bit of you that's like, I know what's going on here.
Your consciousness.
Fuck.
Is
It'd
that
be
what you're
good if
trying
we
to
had
say?
like a neuroscientist on the podcast.
Exactly. Okay,
We've got
someone
one right
that-
here.
No.
Someone
So
that
you're
done
really
a
drunk, right?
neuroscience
You're
degree.
cooked, you're out of your mind, you're stumbling everywhere.
Yeah.
There's a bit of you that says, oh, you're drunk. Isn't there? It knows.
Just let it sit. Let it sit.
Yeah.
It knows. There's a
Okay.
bit of you that's like, okay, let's try and not act drunk. Just hold it together.
Yeah, okay,
That
I've done-
bit's not
I've had that
drunk.
thought.
That bit's not drunk, is it?
I think it still is, no?
Nah, it's not.
All right. Brilliant.
But there's a bit of you that knows like, oh no, you shouldn't do that.
But
and then you do it. The
anyway.
other bit does it.
Yeah.
The monkey brain.
Do you
That's
want to
like
give a
the-
neuroscience take on the brain controlling thing, Zach?
I think it's the prefrontal cortex.
Is in control.
I did neuroscience, but I forgot it all.
Isn't that where consciousness is based in, like the
Yeah.
front bit?
And then it's like all in the frontal frontal cortex.
'Cause, like, the
But I
back-
think
the bit at the back.
prefrontal is the. But then there's also like you have your motion and your sense. All
Well, like the
in
cerebellum
Whoa.
at the back controls your like subconscious things, like breathing
Yeah.
and like other things like that.
And the
Shitting on an
brainstem.
escalator.
Yeah, shitting on an escalator. Yeah, that's
That's in your
subconscious for Zach.
subconscious.
Yeah.
Or is that cortex? Or front
No,
cortex?
that's definitely decision.
That's a decision.
If you get really good at something, it goes to the back, right?
So if you do shitting on an escalator a lot, it's going to go to the back.
It might work its way down
not
to the cerebellum.
necessarily, Jordan. It's more like the pathways just become way
Easier?
quicker.
Yeah,
Oh,
you still
wow.
think
It's
about
like-
doing it.
Yeah, that's why sometimes when you repeat something over and over,
When you
it's
drive and you don't need to think about it
like,
anymore.
say you. Okay, here's a good analogy. I reckon.
Can't wait.
Say you live at the top of a city and you need to drive to the bottom of the city without Google Maps.
Where's the top?
And
You
then
mean
the
like north or south?
like yeah, from the
Oh,
north
okay.
side.
picturing
Not
a
at the
mountain.
top of a skyscraper.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, from the north side of the city to the south side,
Yeah.
and you don't have Google Maps.
Yeah.
Probably take you a while to get there. But then the more you do it, you'll suddenly learn the best way to go. And then you'll be able to get there in like fucking 1/10 of the time.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the same with like neural pathways.
Smart.
I see.
Smart. On the thing of your question, that was like a Jordan question of the week, part 2, by the way. What controls you or your brain or your body? I think it
That
is
was
actually,
Jackson, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You originally
I said,
that.
who do you?
It
Well,
was
it's both.
definitely you,
It
Jordan.
was definitely you.
Anyway.
I'll fucking pin the
We'll
blame.
call it a teamwork.
Yeah, teamwork.
From my perspective, with my biology background, it is a bit of both because people think all your thoughts and feelings come from your brain, but hormones get released from a lot of your organs and then they travel around and affect what you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not just your brain, and obviously your spinal cord. That's where your reflexes come from. If you do the knee.
What?
Okay. Sorry, I'll go back a step.
Reflexes in the spine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Basically, if you touch a hot pan, you'll remove your hand before you realize you've done it.
Because the spine sees it.
It doesn't
it-
even go to your brain. It goes like
It goes-
finger, spine, then back to your finger
No
to move.
way.
Because
Yeah.
it's a matter of distance.
I mean,
it can only
obviously.
travel a certain speed. So to make you take it off quicker, we've evolved to only send the message there. So not all of your
That's
existence.
crazy.
And so this is topical to some degree because
Sorry.
go
Question. People who break their backs, can they not do that anymore?
on. I don't know. Perhaps.
Interesting.
I'm not sure if their
They
reflexes
probably
would still
couldn't
work.
take their legs off a hot pan.
Good one, mate.
But maybe if it only goes to their spine.
What do you mean?
No,
It's
Zach,
true.
I'm thinking
It depends where it is in the spine.
just in a big skillet. they
I
fall
didn't
on a
mean
big
that to be
skillet.
insensitive. Sorry, guys.
No, it's not insensitive. It's just when the fuck would that ever happen?
I just thought, if you break your back, can you
I'm just
still
picturing
move?
a guy in a wheelchair with his legs in a pad, and he's like, "This is in the brochure."
Okay, it would be good at the beach. That obviously not because they'd probably be in a wheelchair, but really hot sand. That's one use.
Well,
True.
I think that is like if you have nerve damage, you can seriously like burn the fuck out of your toes or something.
Yeah,
and you
without
wouldn't
knowing.
know.
Yeah, I've
That's
Probably
actually
not worth the spine damage to be able to walk on hot sand.
no,
But-
it's just
No, I
not.
honestly don't know because maybe the connection's broken, but you'd still have reflexes, but you can't control it. Is that? I don't know.
Makes
Anyway,
sense. I think.
I'm learning.
what was I saying?
That'd be really cool if someone who was. It would be very interesting, I should say, if someone in a wheelchair had a patella response, like when you hit them in the knee, if it went up a little bit.
Honestly, not sure on that one, but I was saying it's topical. I found my train of thought. People have been in the news somewhat talking about doing a head transplant. Have you guys ever heard about that?
I've heard about it. I didn't know they were onto it now.
I mean, one guy has planned to do it.
Have they done it before in monkeys or something?
Oh yeah,
Wait,
but they do not live long.
You would just plan to do that, knowing that there's a very real chance you could die.
Yeah, the guy who has volunteered to do it has a degenerative like disease. So
sucks.
it's very sad, and he accepts that he is going to die.
Man, what a legend! Literally, what a legend.
And there's one guy who's willing to do it because most, doctors, they have this oath, do no harm. Mm-hmm. If you do a surgery where there's a 99% chance someone's going to die, you're kind of breaking your oath there, right?
for
So
sure.
he's found someone who's willing to do it, and they are in this like planning phase, and it is like messed up.
Wait, who are they swapping it with?
Someone who has, if you have brain damage and die,
But
if you
who's
have
the other one?
no, you have a brain death. So your body works, but your brain's
brain died.
dead.
Like you're in a coma or something.
Whereas the guy who's volunteers, that's where organ donors come from usually.
see.
Because if you die of something else, your
That's
organs might be fucked.
crazy.
So someone might have got shot, but his head still works, and they're putting it on him.
No, he's just got a degenerative disease in his muscles, and he is like wasting away.
Jordan, gun to your head. You have this disease, and you can pick one of our heads, and you have to pick one. Who are you picking?
Zack's.
Holy shit, fellas!
Nice.
Best head in the Underdogs.
I think he's.
Jordan, I'll let you change answers after
Guys,
that
we've
one.
tested. Zach has the best head in the Underdogs.
Just so you know, you're gonna have thoughts like that now.
Dude, you're gonna say shit like that.
Oh god.
but then-
Sorry, can I
anyways.
just pull it back to this one last thing?
Yeah, go for it.
I think it would, even if the surgery was a success and you didn't instantly die, imagine having the hormones and like the feeling of the body of someone else, and you would go insane.
Are you not the other person then?
But you've got your brain, but
Oh, wait.
their hormones.
Wow.
And like, because not all thoughts come from the brain. There's other bits, spinal cord,
Yeah.
hormones. And like, you would go insane. There's no way.
Wait, but when it becomes like the norm, that's pretty good. Like if a bodybuilder died, you could probably just pop your head on there
That's
and get a
good.
ripped body in one day.
Oh,
I'll take that.
I'm sold.
Like when we get good at this shit, it's gonna be sick.
So his disease only affects his body.
It's a whole complicated thing. I don't know the details to tell you really.
When's this happening?
It was
Are they
years ago.
live
They were playing.
streaming?
He's gonna watch it.
I don't know. Maybe you should. You're a Google fiend.
Wait, Jordan, you didn't hear? Saturday. I thought you signed up for it. When you go under and you wake up with my head.
Oh, wait. This isn't real wisdom teeth.
Jordan goes best head in the Underdogs.
Yahoo! Who keeps the subs?
God.
Does the body keep the subs or the head keep the subs?
Well, Zach could be dead,
Oh,
right?
surely it's the head. That's the brain.
Is that why you picked it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Something in Jordan's big toe was like, I need those subs, brother. Give me that head.
Oh, that's funny.
Unbelievable.
Jesus Christ.
Alright,
That
so
is intense, though.
Have you got a news story for us to talk about?
I
feel
do have a
we've talked-
quick one. What's
Yeah,
happening?
we're almost at the end. We should probably save it for next week. We've
Really?
been going for a long
Let's
time.
save it.
All right, cool.
What time are we on?
So, guys, get ready for some news headlines next week. Bit of a
Wait, the news will be
teaser
less
there.
relevant
Are
then,
you
won't
guys
it?
ready for
I'll
the
get one
1
news.
week old headlines?
And speaking of headlines, if Jordan rocks up with a different head, aka mine,
Dude, headlines
not be
everywhere.
surprised.
Little Z's Florida Man episode, Jordan's head getting deleted. Like
Jordan getting arrested for shitting on an escalator. I didn't do it. That was the other head.
that's the perfect crime. Shit on an escalator and then put your head on someone else and be like, it was him. I think that's gonna be the
That's
end.
the way to end it there.